Okay, so welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about why the condos went up in value like crazy last year if everybody here in Calgary just hates them. Get rid of it. So for those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Alex Bala. I'm a real estate agent here in Calgary, and I get messages from people just like you every day looking to move here, looking to relocate. Some of you are looking to invest here. If that's something that you're interested in, send me a text, send me a DM, and I'm gonna make sure I'll make this transition as smoothly as possible for you. So with that, let's get into it. Let me give you a little bit of insight about Alberta's population and how it's been growing in the last few years. So usually Alberta's population was growing about 100,000 people every year. But last year in 2023, we had an up of 194,000 people in Alberta. So that's almost double the numbers. Another thing you should consider here, it's people that come in from other provinces to Alberta, just like BC and Ontario. Those numbers have never been this up since 1971. Which is crazy. So with that much demand and so many people coming from other provinces that obviously over there it's normal for them to live in a condo, they don't mind it. They come here, they buy a condo. If they're couples, if they're single people, if they have maybe a kid, they're buying a 2-bedroom condo, and it's easy transition. They don't have to rent. And actually for some of them, they consider condos safer than houses. I'm one of those people. If you look from a safety point, it's just safer than a house for me. Another thing why they like it is lower maintenance. They don't have to do any work. They don't have to do any shoveling. Obviously here you're gonna have to shovel a little bit of snow in Calgary, let's be honest. But you're not gonna have to do any of that. You're gonna have to pay condo fees, which a lot of people are scared about. On top of the less maintenance situation is a lot of amenities that you can get into a condo. You can have a gym, you can have a pool, you can have a rooftop patio, you can have very close by grocery stores and underground parking, lots of cool stuff, right? The condo market blew up because of another reason as well. All the investors that are planning to buy here, they're planning to make a lot of money using Calgary as a leverage because there's a lot of people obviously coming in right now, and lots of those investors took advantage of this opportunity. I personally got a lot of calls last year, and my team here got a lot of calls from investors that are planning to do Airbnbs, they're planning to do long-term rentals here in Calgary. And I actually set up one of my investors on an Airbnb, and it's working. Obviously, people want to do it. The cash flow is there. The properties are very low priced, so it's easy to get into the market here. I will actually talk more about Airbnbs in my next video, but right now I want to say that if you are still looking for an opportunity to get into a 1-bedroom condo, for example, in Calgary, you can get something for 250 to 300K. A newer building, easy 500-600 square feet. So with that, $15,000 and you're in the market, very easy. Then if you need a 2-bedroom, you're gonna have to look around 450 to 500K. So with 2 bedrooms, because you have more square footage, you're gonna pay more for condo fees. Usually a good amount to keep in mind is 60 to 80 cents per square feet for condo fees. If you're more than that, you gotta check if you're getting some really good amenities or you're getting something for your money. If it's over that, starts to be a little bit tricky. But between 60 and 80, it's a good point to start. Another thing about the condo fees that people don't like is that they have to pay condo fees every month. They hate it. Why would I pay condo fees every month when I can buy a property and not pay any fees, right? But with condo fees, a lot of people don't know, condo fees go towards the maintenance of the place. They go towards cleaning the place. they go towards the reserve fund, they go towards insurance, they go towards the maintaining of the parking spaces, of the underground parking, they go towards the elevator, they go towards the concierge at the front, and all this kind of jazz that's happening in a condo. So one thing worth mentioning here is the reserve fund. The reserve fund is basically the amount of money the condo has to spend on all the work they gotta do. So if you own a house and you have to change a roof, you gotta drop 10,000 right away. No problem. If you have to change your windows, you gotta drop 20,000 right away. You don't have monthly payments or anything like that. If you live in a condo, you have monthly payments. So you pay 500 a month, you pay 300 a month or whatever it is. And then from those money, it goes to the reserve fund. And then if they have to do a repair of your siding, of your roof, of your windows, they take money from there and then they repair it. So with that, you're not gonna have to drop big sums of money to be able to repair your windows or whatever it is. If the reserve fund is not strong enough, then each property, each owner is gonna have to put an extra amount depending on the square footage again. Keep this in mind. The more square footage you have, the more you're gonna have to pay. If there's a special assessment and you have to fix the elevator and cost the condo 200,000, this actually happened to one of my clients. They gotta fix the elevator. 200,000 they gotta pay to fix the elevator. So they have a really strong reserve fund, and only a little bit they gotta add to that. They have to add $1,000 and something each owner. So it's not a lot of money, but if you had a house with an elevator and your elevator goes bust, you gotta pay 50 grand maybe to fix it, or 100 grand, or who knows how much it is for an elevator in a house. But my point here is that you're not gonna have to pay a lot of money up front, only if you don't have a good reserve fund. For the reserve fund, you have to make sure before you buy a property, it has to be legit. Before you go into that property and you say, I like it, I wanna put an offer on it, you're gonna put an offer on it, but it's gonna be conditional on the condo docs. We check the condo docs, everything looks good, you go forward with it. Last but not least is the discrepancy between the prices, because the condo is more affordable, the house is way up there. So as the house gets higher and higher, because people like houses here in Calgary, the condos have to come up because they're too cheap. Somebody's got to buy them. So with all that being said, there's a lot of things that you should know about condos. But if you want to know more, if you have any questions, drop your comments, drop your questions down below, and I'm gonna get back to you as soon as possible. If you're looking to get into the market, just put your tippy toes into the Airbnb business, or if you wanna move here to Calgary and you wanna get a 1-bedroom, send me a DM, send me a text. With that, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I see you guys at the next one.